Not much longer now, but at least we've had a memorable moment with Rise. Oh, and the shopping channel's back again. Is this a new thing? Because it's been a little while. Yes, it is new, and oh boy, actually, I'm so glad I checked the TV today because we need to buy this. Genji beetles are what attracts the seagull. You are really desperate to get rid of those longevity pills, aren't you? But yeah, this is actually what attracts the Sea Guardian. And as much as I'd like that SP restoration, I need to buy the Genji beetles. You only ever need to catch the Sea Guardian once, mostly because you can't feed it to the cat. So that just basically means 3 lives for catching the Sea Guardian later. We won't be able to do that until it's a rainy. In fact, does it only show up in thunderstorms? Maybe. I know it at least has to be raining, but it might only show up during thunderstorms. I wouldn't actually be surprised if that was the case. But anyway, if we check the calendar here... Firework Festival marks the end of summer vacation. Yep, the yellow days here are when school begins once more. So we don't have much time left. Let's enjoy it as best we can. And speaking of enjoying things as best we can, I wonder if Naruko's saying anything about going to the... Yeah, she is saying the festival is fun. Oh, well, I don't know. We'd miss out on a lot of time if we skip the rest of the year. So I thought this also unlocked here as well, because after the festival, we can go to Croco Fur, and I think you know what that means. The festival sets. So the cool thing is, the festival set is actually unisex. It applies to everyone. May as well. I'm just trying to think whether I buy the rest of the stuff while we're here. I might show those later. I'm just a little worried about money. Might get those closer to our next dungeon visit. Yeah, it's the Pyrojack doll now. Okay, 2 minor prizes, but didn't get the Pyrojack doll. Today, a couple of new side quests open up. Oh, one of them's right here. Hi there, I forgot about this one being available. Yeah, that's true. The news is probably going to be nothing but psycho teenage gamer kills people for quite a while. Yes, a lamp that never blows out. That would be amazing. But considering the weirdness of the TV world, we might be able to find one of these. This is dropped by one of the Raven enemies in Mitsuo's dungeon. Yeah, we can still go back there even after he's been caught. And also we have a new carbon copy quest. I actually forget what drops this. It's something in Mitsuo's dungeon, basically. We're now starting to get the requests for these. People still talking about the murders. I thought people would be talking about the summer festival. Maybe the kids at the shrine might be. Oh, okay, the kid's not here. The boy's not here. Is medium luck twice as good as good luck? A question for the ages. Another question for the ages. How will that elementary school love triangle resolve itself? Looks like they're keeping Mitsuo anonymous. Yeah, I would say those are just rumors, but to be honest, I really wouldn't put it past him. Okay, all of that's done. I have a chariot persona now. Yeah. We're going to be spending time with Chie, and Chie's... this rank's going to be a little interesting. That was actually quite a while ago.
Yo!
Well, you're a girl in this game, and we're going to the beach. Yeah, there's going to be fan service. I'm sorry. You may not enjoy that much.
Yeah, let's go! Today is steak bowl day! Just you wait! I don't have any more. Don't tell me they're at it again! Let's go!
It's Revenge of the Bullies.
What are you up to?
Huh? Aw, not her again.
I know how to handle this bitch.
You look like you got something planned.
Help!
Hear that, Chie-chan? He wants help.
Also, you are definitely voiced by Grant George.
How do you know my name?
We ran into the guy you saved last time, had a friendly conversation. He told us all kinds of stuff, like where you live and about that precious Yukiko-san of yours.
Well, we already didn't like that guy before, but now he's officially on our enemies list.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just gonna have a little chat with this kid. Stay put, okay? Cause who knows what'll happen to Yukiko-san if you get in our way.
Man, that's nasty.
Why you?
Any of these are okay. I personally prefer either of these two.
Yeah, we can't let these guys get away.
You sure about that? So you don't care what happens to your loved ones?
Fine, then hit me. You're pissed at me, right? Then why don't you just take a swing at me? I won't fight back. Be my guest. The face, the gut, just pick a target as hard as you want. Come on!
Freak.
What's with this bitch? She for real? Whatever, man. Let's go.
Miss, thank you.
They were all talk in the end.
Huh? Oh, no, don't worry about it. My heart's still pounding. Was that stupid of me? Thanks. It might have been stupid, but I wanted to save them. That kid, Yukiko. How I feel about this isn't fake. I really want to protect them.
In this case, it's really fitting that Golden moved the Take a Mortal Blow for You ability to rank 9, because this is where Chie learns that.
Well, I also want to protect you. I might be a little flaky, and maybe you don't even need protecting. But I want to protect you.
I really like the way that this is presented if you're not dating anyone else at this point, because otherwise the mood is really killed by it just saying, but you're already in a relationship with another girl. So in this case, this is the platonic and romantic route split. It's pretty obvious what each of these options does, but I'm gonna have to stay friends.
Yep, I'm counting on you. So, let's have some steak!
I mean, she doesn't seem to take rejection all that badly, but you could kind of tell by the tone of her voice in that first line that that wasn't really what she hoped to hear there, so I feel bad, but yeah, there are, we're just starting to think about what are we doing tonight anyway? Oh, we're just going to spend time with Hierophant, but also we're going to catch bugs. So I do have time to talk a little bit about this. So I was just thinking about like alternative ships for Chie, and yeah, it's mostly Yosuke, which whether I ship that heavily depends on the moment. Like, there are some times where the way they treat each other just isn't good and I don't like it, but there are other moments where it's actually alright, so it heavily depends on, I feel like, how it's written at any given time. Now, you can potentially get Genji Beetles starting now, but I don't know if I'll get one here. No, did not get one, but we have some coming from Tanaka's anyway. I think they're kind of rare as well. But the other main ships for her tend to be Yukiko, and also, via crossovers, mostly in Arena, not so much in queue, Chie and Akihiko has actually caught on in some circles. But I'm still not, like, completely sure about that. I don't know. Like, Mimo with Chie and Yukiko, I can personally see why people ship that, but to me it also kind of falls victim to that thing of assuming that any two characters who are friends are automatically romantically interested in each other. And, like, it even applies to other things. Like, for example, I remember back in Persona 3, I said that I shipped Akihiko and Mitsuru. I don't anymore. I don't really think it I like them staying platonic, and I think that, like, male-female pairs who are, like, not romantically interested in each other are very rare, so yeah, I don't actually ship that pairing anymore.
Morning! Is your motorcycle all gassed up?
And today is the day of the beach trip.
Remember how I mentioned how we should all go to the beach before? Why not go today?
And I'll mention that this is a Golden exclusive event because it involves motorcycles. I forget what happens if you say this, because I'm pretty sure it has to happen today. I don't want to... I'm gonna try.
Alright, I'll start getting ready and... Wait, what? What's gotten into you? Are you just gonna pass up on summer entirely? You can't do that to me. Seriously, I'm begging you here. Please! I'll go ahead and call up the others. See you later.
Yeah, it's about thou must. Okay. I guess it was worth it to see Yosuke begging like that. I was just curious, that's all.
Senpai! Is the beach really this way? We've been on the road for a while. I'm positive! But can't you smell the ocean? What smell?
You can definitely trust her on this, Rise. She's got the senses of a beast, remember?
What? Hey, what are you saying,
Hey, I was complimenting you!
You call that a compliment, you idiot? What kind of girl wants to be compared to a big furry animal, huh?
Hey, dude, give me a break, will ya? Have you seen the map? This is crazy!
Wait for me! I'm done for!
Look! The ocean!
All right!
Oh, it's pretty! Oh, no one's gonna beat me to the water!
Yeah, let's go!
Sometimes it just takes a little motivation, and then Kanji is back to his beating motorbikes with a bicycle ways.
You know, I'm starting to get nervous. We're at the ocean, which means swimsuits, which means Reset live and in person.
Which means, please shut up
What
now.
are the ramifications here? Am I using up my lifetime supply of luck with this?
Yosuke, I'm so sorry, but you're Yosuke. You have no lifetime supply of luck. It's in the negatives by now.
Whoa!
Also, we're not going to comment on the fact that Teddie has an inner tube, or we don't actually call them that where I live. It's like just flotation ring or floaties.
Ooh!
How come you guys are here? You should be in the water!
We've actually seen Chie and Yukiko's swimsuits before, but this is our first time seeing Rise's.
Oh, were you waiting for us?
Dude, that's just insane!
This is an option, but no, let's not be that mean.
Summer is awesome!
Hey, were you checking me out, senpai?
Yeah, Rise gets points for that.
Can we get going into the water?
Chie-chan, Rise-chan, and Yuki-chan all win the Ladies of Summer competition. I'm surrounded by such beautiful mermaids. I feel like this could be my chance for a summer romance.
Well, you already had your chance at the festival, and considering that nothing happened between you and any of those three, I kind of doubt it.
Like that'd ever happen. Where's Kanji?
I bet he's still worn out. Riding all that way on a bike really did a number on him.
Oh, here he comes.
Dude, what is that?
Well, for all those looking forward to seeing Kanji in a swimsuit via that option earlier in the game,
What's what?
Your swimsuit. What else would I mean?
It's your basic black. What?
I'm not talking about the color. I mean, the whole thing. I'm seeing things I never needed to see.
Yosuke, you've already seen his shadow, to throw words from a dialogue option back at you.
You're the only one saying stuff like that.
Don't act like you're not egging me on.
Yosuke, I think you're egging yourself on here.
Wait, Kanji. How come you're not getting a nosebleed over me?
Huh? Why would that happen?
What?
I'm surprised they can get this worked up over just some swimsuits.
Well, I mean, considering the general fandom of these games, you really shouldn't be surprised.
Jeez, they're hopeless. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the water. Chie-chan, Yuki-chan, let's be mermaids!
I do like Teddie's enthusiasm about all of this.
Hey, he went in first!
But I mean, someone should probably watch him because this is his first time swimming ever. In fact, he probably didn't even have a concept of swimming until now.
Come on, you two, let's go!
Rise's still part of that argument as well. It's kind of a running joke from this point that Kanji has absolutely zero attraction to Rise.
You're just slow!
Found a vending machine.
Okay, this is just kind of weird, but I'm just trying to imagine that girl in the pink swimsuit using that vending machine. I'm now trying to imagine that she has her own, like, backstory, and her own whole major series of events that's happening while all this is going on. Because, like, seriously, there's just one random NPC there who's in front of that vending machine, and why did they put them in the game? And just seems like it's right for people to turn them into a fanfic mimetic bystander, I don't know.
I'll go buy some drinks. You want a soda?
Well, I mean, we can always use more SP.
Ah! My string's getting undone.
Teddie!
Hey, Teddie, watch the hands, pal!
Yep, I knew it.
Aw, don't be so stingy. I think we're due for a wardrobe malfunction.
I thought he was gonna say, oh, it wasn't me, it was the pervy shark that's here.
What in the world are they doing?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, so get ready for this. One of my favorite line deliveries by Troy Baker is coming up.
What now?
God, you bastard.
Busted.
Hey, Senpai, this stupid bear here.
Hey, hey, hey! Not cool!
You listening, Senpai?
Wait, hold it! Time out! Look down!
Down.
Ah!
Holy shit, the wardrobe malfunction was mine!
It's the way that Troy Baker says that line is so great.
What are you doing? You need to cover up down there, damn it!
I give up! I give up!
Hey, quit squirming. You run off and I'm toast.
Yes, you run off and this game's age rating goes up even more.
But if I don't run off, my dignity will be in ruins!
Persona Q's already gonna do that, sorry.
Why don't we take a break? I need to put on more sunscreen.
Gotta take a break to slake with steak.
They're getting out of the water!
Teddie, what gives?
I'm done for.
I'll go look for something. Sit tight!
You know, he could just get in that boat. I feel like that's, like, there's even a cover over that boat. That's probably the easiest solution. Also, yeah, this option. Although, I prefer this one just because of, something.
You're right. If I use this white seashell... Ah, no, that's too sexy.
Yes, he rejects that on the grounds that it would be quote-unquote too sexy.
I can hear the harps.
Stay with us, Ted.
All right, Kanji, I found something.
Wait, that's seaweed.
Oh, there they are. Senpai!
They're coming, just hide it!
What am I supposed to say to this?
We're, reenacting the birth of Venus?
Yeah, I'm ready to be born, damn it.
Sicko!
Was this the best idea?
Well, I mean, if they reacted like that to this, then it's better than being completely naked, I guess.
Whatever else, it's giving me an itch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you tell yourself. It'd be kind of funny if you got a courage increase from that.
Pretty busy day.
I'm still itchy.
Yeah, no, don't, just stop, please.
At least we had a laugh over it in the end, right? And we found your swimsuit, too.
Well, I never would have come to the beach if you hadn't invited me.
I guess it would be out of character for you.
It actually might be more fun to try stuff that's out of character.
Yeah. In a way, your nature is like a wall, after all. Surrounding yourself with high walls makes things simple, but simplicity isn't always a virtue. Oh man, what was that? Did I just get all philosophical there?
Yes, please keep imparting wisdom.
Oh, well, if I have your permission. Come on, you're embarrassing me even more.
I think it's fine. I look at that big ocean out there and think, man, why keep hanging on to all this embarrassment? Just let it go.
So you don't deny that it was embarrassing, huh?
Whoever loses has to buy barbecue on a stick for everyone else.
But that surprise only you would want to play for, Chie-senpai.
Then the loser gets to smooch Teddie.
Then no one wants to play.
Talk about kicking someone when they're down. Then instead of playing a game, why don't we do something else together? Like burying Teddie in the sand.
You mean like giving him a sand bath?
Good times never last long.
Yeah, they actually keep going at that for a little while. I almost wonder if they just got the voice actresses in a booth and just told them, okay, just improv stuff for about a minute.
I wonder if our high school days will end that way too.
What's with all the doom and gloom? The case is closed, man. If anything, I'd say we're just getting started.
That's true. Man, though, this motorcycle trip turned out way better than I imagined.
Really?
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we go skiing during winter break?
And so, one golden exclusive event segues into another one.
Wait till you guys see how awesome I am on a snowboard.
Talking about winter already? Getting a little ahead of ourselves, are we?
Yeah! There's lots of mountains around here, so there's gotta be a ski slope somewhere not too far away.
Oh yeah, tons of them. None of them are that close by, but it won't be too tough by scooter. Though we gotta stay safe. If the roads look dangerous, we might have to change our plans.
Yeah, not sure how well scooters handle icy roads.
Man, I wouldn't have thought you'd be the one stressing safety.
What's the point of trying to act cool when it comes to that stuff? Danger's danger, man.
It's a good point,
Well, you have a point.
and Yosuke agrees. Kanji, I guess now is a good time to say, I love the speech that Kanji gave to Mitsuo after all that. Kanji really is one of the most mature members of the party sometimes, despite being the youngest.
Alright, now that we have a plan in mind for winter break, let's start heading back before it gets dark. We're all beginners at driving after all. Hey, we're going home!
And so, another filler comedy scene ends. As far as that one goes, I rank it about middle of the road. It's got some not great moments, but I think the voice acting performances salvage it a lot, and I actually think it's not terrible as far as they go. And it does just sort of show that kind of nice feeling of friends just having fun together during summer vacation. Although, yeah, hopefully wardrobe malfunctions aren't a common occurrence. I still love the delivery on that line, though. Giving a kid her age homework during the holidays, those teachers are sadists. Yes, you can say no to this, by the way. And this is actually something that has become a bit of a joke fandom berserk button among this game's fan base. If you're a blind Let's Player of this game or a streamer, people will jokingly call you a monster if you refuse to help Nanako with her homework here.
Big bro.
We actually have time to do this. Basically what it does is it takes up your night times for now until basically the end of the holidays. We didn't really have much to do in our night times besides seeing the Devil Social Link, and that's already very high, and we have plenty of time for that anyway. Oh boy, spelling tests. Those were always a pain. I'm sure modern kids think they're pointless now because, you know, you have spell check. You can't rely on spell check for everything, though. One of the biggest weaknesses of spell check... Oh, great. Yeah, we're not gonna do our homework, yet. No, we are not going to. We're going to, again, be... As I said before, we're gonna be a typical high school student and put off our holiday homework until the very end. But yeah, what I was saying was that the weakness of spell check is that if you misspell a word as a different word spelled correctly, it won't catch that. And that's where a pair of human eyes is always useful. You know, I just realized I miss Moroka being at the school gates to yell at us. At least he's been avenged now. And new books are available. Man God. And also food fights. We've got quite a lot of these now. When are the next ones available? Yeah, not for about a month. we're going to be doing something interesting today. We'll be seeing Marie, and I'm not sure if you need a matching persona for this event, but I'm going to get one just in case. So, if we do check on Dwellers and listen to Marie's request, it says you feel your relationship with Marie will deepen.
Let's go.
But that's actually kind of a lie. All the way back when I showed the Aeon Social Link bio, I showed a rank 5.5 and said that it would all make sense later. Well, this is that later.
Yo.
Oh,
Well, see ya.
That's not a rank up, but it's a unique scene that is mandatory to advance to rank 6. So, that's why I call it rank 5.5. Yeah, there are a lot of... I actually have no idea what that even means, like, in terms of what it's a metaphor for. A person who does not settle in one place will not accumulate wealth or status or responsibilities or commitment. Oh, okay, that's what it means. Interesting. I guess that kind of applies to Inaba in some ways. And of course, Dojima's someone who's definitely gathering a lot of moss. To continue that metaphor. Yeah, so it can mean either like a person must stay active to avoid stagnation, or people who have no roots in a particular place will have no responsibilities or cares. Summer homework's gonna be different every night. We'll have more of our friends helping out. This is actually really interesting, because this, I believe, is Latin for I think, therefore I am. And in a lot of ways, that actually sums up Teddie extremely well. And it fits his shadow quite a bit as well. Because his shadow goes on about how there's no meaning and stuff like that. And then Teddie's like, well, even if I am empty, I can create meaning for myself. In a way, Teddie is kind of an embodiment of existentialism, and kind of his human body's a bit of a metaphor for he literally created his own meaning. I think don't cast pearl before swine. Japan has a proverb that's pretty similar. It's surprising just how many proverbs and expressions are very similar between cultures. Because Japan literally has killing two birds with one stone. Like, it has... there are a lot of these things called, like, 4 kanji proverb compounds or something, and one of them is just literally 2 birds, 1 stone. Those 4 kanji. In fact, some of ours actually did arise from Asian cultures in the first place, but there are a lot that somehow managed to be completely the same, despite, like, that actually evolved independently and still managed to have the same kind of meaning. It's always really interesting looking at that. Anyway, today it's raining, so we're going to do a Mega Beef Bowl. Are you saying anything new? You are. Yeah, it would be. There we go. And so, more homework. This is one of the few games that actually makes, homework fun, kind of. I was about to say it's kind of cruel they're making her write essays at that age, but it's probably just something very simple. We went to the festival. It was fun. Teddie was stupid. Well, that means Chie is already ready for rank 10. And I won't mention Yukiko's points because she's already maxed. Yes, there's homework left, we don't care.
Oh, hello? It's me, Chie.
Sorry, but we're actually going to see Rise today, actually. I said actually twice. I do that sometimes. Okay, I was waiting to talk about this for a while. So, after the beach trip, we've unlocked a new mechanic. This is exclusive to Golden, and it actually does get you something in gameplay. From now on certain days, party members will be outside the gas station and will offer to go out on motorcycles. This will pass time, so we don't actually have time to do much of this until the very end of the game. And that's a problem because when you go for a ride with someone, you have two options. Either talk about memories, which lets them relearn a skill they've deleted earlier in the game, or talk about the future, which will teach them a new skill. These skills are exclusive to bike rides, so they're usually referred to in the fandom as bike skills. And so now, I will be going over the bike skills for everyone in the party. Yosuke's bike skills are kind of average, which I guess is fitting for him. Now, if you've deleted Tentarafu by now, Panic Boost is completely pointless. In general, I find there aren't a lot of enemies in the game that are vulnerable to Panic. Negado is alright, but we'll be getting access to the higher tier Almighty spells later on both the protagonist and party members. Green Wall is the start of a theme. Most party members will learn their elemental wall skills through bike rides. Personally, I find there are better ways to cover weaknesses that don't require wasting someone's turn. But they're not terrible to have around if you want to use them. Makara Break is insanely situational. In fact, even more so than its counterpart for Tetrakan, since I find very few enemies use Makarakan, and when they do, you can just use almighty spells to get around it. Or even just physical attacks. Dia Rahan is probably the best skill Yosuke has here. It's the best healing he ever gets, though sadly, it's still single target. I should also mention that in Golden, Yosuke will get a fairly decent multi-target healing spell towards the end of the game. So with that, and the fact that Dia Rahan essentially costs 5 days worth of social linking, I don't know if it's really that worth it. Chie's bike skills are interesting. She gets the Hummer skills as kind of a counterpart to Yukiko's Mudor skills, which gives her a bit of utility, especially against enemies immune to physical, though I generally find you have 3 other party members to handle those. But they're kind of an option. Mind Slice is, I believe, the only status ailment attack Chie learns, so that can be kind of alright for only 2 bike rides, but it's quickly outclassed later in the game. Tetra Break is admittedly a bit less situational than Yosuke's Makara Break, as I feel there are a lot of Tetrakan using enemies in the game, but it's still extremely situational. Finally, there's Bufudine, which is the best ice spell Chie ever gets, so it's one of the only ways to make use of her somewhat decent magic stat. The problem is Chie lost Ice Boost in Golden. So if you want ice magical damage, I feel it's best left to Teddie since he has both boost and amp and a better magic stat. And now Yukiko, she has the best bike skills in the game by far. Seriously, it's not even a contest. What these skills do is allow for a more offensive focused build for her. Valiant Dance is unreliable, but if it works, it drastically lowers the enemy's defense, making her offense even better, and you'll probably stick with it for a little while on your way to getting her better bike skills. Her second one, Mataru Unda, yes, it's Mataru Unda. Many sources have this wrong and say it's Maraku Unda, which would be even better, but for what it is, it's still kind of decent. Red Wall is probably the least worth its skill here. Spirit Drain essentially gives her infinite SP, though by the time you get it, SP isn't really that much of an issue. And finally, Mind Charge. The annoying thing is it requires 5 separate afternoons. I don't know if it's possible to work this into a max social links run, I'll have to look into it, but if you don't care about that, definitely go for this, and always invite Yukiko out for bike rides whenever she's outside the gas station. Mind Charge is just that good. Kanji's bike skills are actually pretty interesting, giving him utility he never had before by way of giving him multi-target healing spells. While I personally really like the idea of healing spells on Kanji, especially due to his good survivability, the problem is it takes a long time to get Mediarama, at which point Teddie, Yukiko, and the protagonist will have easy access to full party healing, so I don't really know if it's worth it. I should also draw attention to Atom Smasher. This is the only AoE physical attack Kanji ever gets. And as you would have seen against Shadow Risei and Teddie, backed by Power Charge, it's capable of a lot of damage, but we've about reached the point in the game where medium physical damage just isn't cutting it anymore, so it's kind of outclassed by the time you first have access to it. I suppose Blue Wall is marginally the most useful wall skill since there are 2 members of the party weak to electricity, and Fast Heal is bleh, in my opinion. My overall thoughts on Kanji's bike skills is they're a bit of a missed opportunity. They were so close to being really good, they just aren't quite there. Skipping ahead to Teddie's, well, rollerblade skills, I guess, there are some okay options in here. Dekunda, while situational, is useful for getting rid of debuffs on the party. Life Drain is almighty damage, but it's very low damage and healing, so I don't find it that great. Mustard Bomb is, I believe, the only AoE physical that Teddie gets. And Innovation can help if you're lucky enough to trigger it. Teddie getting White Wall here is proof that he's considered the party's real ice user, sorry Chie. And then there's his 5th skill. I saw a forum post once when I was researching this that sums up Teddie's bike skills pretty well for me. Evade Physical is kinda nice, I guess. Though whether it's worth 5 bike rides, you be the judge. Since Risei doesn't fight, her bike skills are unique. She just gets a buff to the all-out attack damage boost that she provides when she helps out. The more bike rides you have with her, the higher her all-out attack damage boost is. That's pretty much it. So that's bike skills. If you want my honest opinion, really only Yukiko's are worth it, but Teddie's Evade Physical is alright, as is Yosuke's Dear Rahan maybe. Now I'm not listing all of the bike hangout dates in this video because that would spoil which parts of the game are not the end, but you can easily look them up online. Remember that these are always tied to specific dates. So there is a very limited number of opportunities for these in the game, even more so if you care about social links.